Let me tell you something real. Most people wake up every single day and live like average is okay. They breathe average, they think average, they dream average. They look around, see everybody doing the same thing, and they say, well, I guess this is just how life is. But listen to me, you are not created to blend in. You were created to stand out. Average might be normal, but normal has never produced greatness. Normal has never changed the world. Normal has never written a family legacy. See, average is comfortable. Average lets you sleep in. Average tells you you worked hard enough. Average says you deserve a break even when you haven't earned it yet. And that's the trap. Average feels good in the moment, but it costs you everything in the long run. It costs you your potential. It costs you your purpose. It costs you the life you could have had if you just demanded more from yourself. The exception thinks different. The exception looks at what everyone else is doing and refuses to stop there when people say, that's good enough. The exception says, no, I've got more in me. When people clock out mentally, the exception locks in. They understand this truth. If you keep doing what everybody else is doing, you will keep getting what everybody else is getting. And if you're tired of average results, you've got to make an uncommon decision. Let me be clear, becoming the exception is lonely. You're going to lose friends. People are going to say you changed. Yeah, you changed, you grew. You stopped settling. You stopped accepting excuses. You stopped letting your environment define your future. The exception is willing to walk alone if that's what it takes to walk into greatness. Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they lack standards. Their standards are low. They tolerate mediocrity. They tolerate distraction. They tolerate laziness. But the exception raises the bar. They don't negotiate with weakness. They don't excuse bad habits. They don't let one bad day turn into a bad life. You've got to ask yourself some hard questions. Am I really pushing or am I just busy? Am I really committed or am I just interested? Because interested people do what's convenient. Committed people do what's required. And the exception does what's required even when it hurts, even when it's boring, even when nobody is watching. Hear me, average will cheer you when you fit in. But greatness will reward you when you stand out. Stop trying to be like. Stop trying to be comfortable. Stop trying to be normal. Decide today that average is no longer acceptable for your life. Because the moment you reject average is the moment you start becoming the exception. Let me tell you the truth most people don't want to hear. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings change. You feel motivated when the music is loud, when the crowd is cheering, when everything is going your way. But life doesn't stay on a highlight reel. There will be mornings when you wake up tired. There will be nights when you feel empty. There will be days when nobody is clapping for you. And that's exactly where the separation happens. See, average people wait on motivation. They say, I'll do it when I feel like it. They need the right mood, the right time, and the right conditions. But the exception moves even when the feeling is gone. They understand something powerful. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline says, get up anyway. Discipline says, show up anyway. Discipline says, do the work even when your mind is telling you to quit. Everybody wants the results of discipline, but very few people want the routine of discipline. Waking up early when it's still dark, grinding when your body is begging for rest, saying no to distractions when everyone else is having fun. That's not exciting. That's not glamorous, but that's what builds greatness. The exception doesn't fall in love with motivation. They fall in love with consistency. Hear me clearly, motivation will hype you up, but discipline will carry you through. Motivation might get you started, but discipline is what finishes the job. When motivation leaves, and it will, the exception already has a system in place. They already made a decision. They already committed. They don't ask themselves if they're going to work. They ask how they're going to work. This is where most people break. They stop when it gets hard. They slow down when progress feels invisible. They quit when the results don't come fast enough. But the exception understands delayed gratification. They know that the work you do in silence will eventually speak for you. They trust the process even when they can't see the outcome yet. Discipline is choosing long-term respect over short-term comfort. It's choosing growth over excuses. It's choosing who you want to become over who you are right now. And that choice, you've got to make it every single day. Not once, not when you feel good, every day. So stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting to feel inspired. Get disciplined. Show up tired. Show up unmotivated. Show up on the days you want to quit the most, because those days count double. That's how you stop being average. That's how you separate yourself. That's how you become the exception. Let me be real with you. Pain is not optional. Struggle is not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a sign that you're doing something different. Everybody wants success, but nobody signs up for the pressure, the rejection, the sleepless nights, the self-doubt. And that's why most people never become the exception. They quit when it starts to hurt. See, average people make excuses. They blame the past. They blame their circumstances. They blame people who never believed in them. They say, if I had more time, if I had more money, if I had more support. But the exception doesn't waste energy explaining why something can't be done. They put that energy into figuring out how it can be done. Excuses keep you comfortable. Adjustments make you dangerous. Understand this. Every level has a new devil. Every breakthrough comes with resistance. When things get heavy, that's not your cue to stop. That's your cue to dig deeper. The exception expects pain. They don't panic when it shows up. They don't run from it. They lean into it because they know pain is sharpening them for the next level. Most people stop at discomfort. They stop when it gets inconvenient. They stop when nobody understands their vision. But the exception keeps going when the room gets quiet, when the results are slow, when the feedback is negative. They understand that quitting doesn't remove the pain. It just postpones the purpose. Temporary pain builds permanent strength. Let me say this clearly, failure is not your enemy. Quitting is. Failure teaches. Failure exposes weaknesses. Failure shows you what needs to be fixed. The exception doesn't take failure personally. They take it seriously. They learn, they adjust, and they come back stronger. No drama, no excuses, just growth. You don't outwork excuses by being perfect. You outwork them by being persistent. You don't outlast pain by avoiding it. You outlast it by refusing to give up. The exception understands that the storm doesn't last forever, but quitting lasts a lifetime. So when it hurts, don't fold. When it gets hard, don't slow down. When you feel like you've got nothing left, dig deeper. Because what you're surviving right now is exactly what's qualifying you to become the exception. Nothing changes until you decide. Not hope, not wishing, not talking. A real decision is final. A real decision draws a line in the sand and says, there is no going back. Most people say they want success, but they keep a backup plan. They keep an exit door. And that exit door becomes the reason they quit when things get hard. The exception doesn't do that. The exception burns the boats. No plan B, no safety net, no retreat. Because when you leave yourself an option to quit, your mind will take it the moment pressure shows up. But when quitting is no longer an option, your brain gets creative. You find solutions, you rise, you adapt. See, average people try, the exception commits. Trying leaves room for excuses. Commitment demands results. Once you decide, your actions change, your habits change, your circle changes, your standards change. You stop negotiating with weakness. You stop explaining your vision to people who don't respect it. You move different because you think different. Burning the boats doesn't mean life gets easier. It means when fear shows up, and it will, you don't turn around, you push forward. You understand that discomfort is temporary, but regret lasts forever. And the exception refuses to live with regret. Let me tell you something powerful. Focus is a weapon. When you remove distractions, you multiply results. When you stop dividing your energy, you start seeing momentum. The exception locks in. They don't chase everything. They chase the one thing that aligns with their purpose. And they give it everything they've got. This is the moment where you stop waiting for permission. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to hand you greatness. You earn it. You build it. You become it. And that starts with a decision you make today, not tomorrow. So decide to stop quitting on yourself. Decide to stop playing small. Decide to stop leaving greatness on the table. Because once you decided, once you burn the boats, there is only one outcome left. You don't just succeed. You don't just survive. You become the exception.